One mountain, one serpent, and an entire ocean churned to uncover the secret of immortality. This is Simple Tales. Long ago, the gods of heaven found their strength slowly fading. Their enemies, the asuras, grew bolder and more powerful with each passing year. Fearing the universe would fall out of balance, the devas turned to Lord Vishnu for guidance. Vishnu revealed a monumental solution. Deep within the primordial ocean of milk lay Amrita, the nectar of immortality. Whoever drank it would gain renewed power and freedom from decay. But obtaining this divine treasure would require a task so vast that neither gods nor demons could achieve it alone. A temporary truce was formed. The gods and asuras agreed to churn the cosmic ocean together. They chose Mount Mandara as their churning rod, and the mighty serpent king Vasuki as their rope. The gods took one end of the serpent, the asuras seized the other. With a great heave they began to pull, back and forth. Again and again, the mountain spun like a top. The ocean swirled into towering waves. Clouds gathered and the heavens themselves trembled from the immense effort. Soon, disaster struck. Mount Mandara began to sink deep into the ocean floor. Without a stable foundation, the entire churning would fail. At that critical moment, Lord Vishnu took the form of Kurma, the giant cosmic tortoise. He descended beneath the waters and supported the mountain on his vast, steady shell. Balanced upon the tortoise's back, Mount Mandara turned once more, and the great churning resumed. The churning continued for countless ages. Then, without warning, something terrible rose from the depths. It was not the nectar. It was Halahala, a black-blue poison so deadly its fumes threatened to destroy all life. The gods recoiled, the asuras fled, the universe stood on the brink of ruin. In that moment of crisis, Lord Shiva stepped forward. Without hesitation, he gathered the deadly poison and drank it. The Halahala was so powerful that Shiva held it trapped within his throat. The poison turned his neck a deep, permanent blue. From that day onward, he became known as Nilkamph, the blue-throated one. Thanks to his sacrifice, the universe was saved. The churning continued. Now the ocean began to yield its hidden wonders. A celestial horse emerged. A wish-fulfilling cow appeared. The radiant moon rose from the waters. Divine jewels and treasures surfaced from the depths. Then came Lakshmi, the radiant goddess of fortune and prosperity. As she emerged, the heavens filled with light and celebration. She chose Lord Vishnu as her eternal companion. Finally, the greatest treasure rose. Dhanvantari, the divine physician of the gods, emerged carrying a golden vessel filled with the Amrita, the nectar of immortality. The moment the nectar appeared, the fragile truce shattered. The asuras seized the vessel. Chaos erupted as both sides fought fiercely for possession. Seeing the danger, Vishnu assumed the enchanting form of Mohini, a woman of breathtaking beauty. The asuras, captivated by her charm, agreed to let her distribute the nectar fairly. Mohini smiled and began her work. Moving gracefully among them, she served the Amrita only to the gods. By the time the asuras realized they had been deceived, the nectar was gone. The gods regained their strength and vitality. Balance was restored to the universe. And the great churning of the ocean of milk finally came to an end. And that is why the story of Samudra Manthan, the churning of the ocean, remains one of the most revered tales in Hindu tradition. For the people who first told this story, it revealed a profound truth about creation and effort. The most precious gifts do not come easily. Great treasures required great labor. And before any reward can emerge, the poison hidden beneath the surface must first be brought into the light and overcome. The universal lesson is this: the greatest rewards in life often lie hidden beneath turmoil and hardship. When we churn the ocean of our own challenges, poison and obstacles rise first. But if we meet them with courage, patience, and wisdom, like Shiva, Vishnu, and the devas, abundance and renewal can follow. True immortality, whether of the body or the spirit, is earned through perseverance. If you enjoyed this tale of gods, demons, cosmic struggle, and divine wisdom, share it with someone who loves the great myths of the world. Thank you for listening. Until the next one.